Have you ever felt different from everyone else? Like you don't quite fit in, no matter how hard you try? There's a very good reason for that. You might be one of the chosen ones, and they already know who you are. Yes, you heard that right. You could be part of a special group of people meant to change the world in ways you can't even imagine yet. But who are these chosen ones? And how can you tell if you're one of them? That's exactly what we're going to explore today. In this video, we're going to dive deep into the world of chosen ones. We'll talk about who they are, why they're so important, and how you can tell if you might be one yourself. Get ready to learn about the signs that mark a chosen one and discover the incredible potential that lies within you. By the end of this video, you'll have a whole new understanding of yourself and your place in the world. So, let's get started on this amazing journey of self-discovery. Let's start with the basics. What exactly are chosen ones? Simply put, chosen ones are special people who are believed to have a higher purpose in life. They're not just regular folks going about their day-to-day lives. No, chosen ones are thought to have a unique role to play in the grand scheme of things. Think of it like this. If life were a big play, chosen ones would be the main characters. They're the ones who drive the story forward and make the biggest impact. But here's the thing. Being a chosen one isn't about being better than everyone else. It's about having a different kind of job to do in the world. Now, when we talk about chosen ones, we're stepping into the realm of spirituality. This isn't about religion, though. It's about something bigger, something that connects all of us. In spiritual terms, chosen ones are often seen as people who have a strong connection to the universe or a higher power. Imagine you're a radio. Most people are tuned in to the regular stations, picking up the everyday stuff. But chosen ones? They're tuned into a special frequency. They can pick up on things that others might miss. This special connection is what sets them apart and gives them their unique abilities. So, why do chosen ones exist? What's their purpose? Well, many believe that chosen ones are here to help make the world a better place. They're like agents of change, working to push humanity forward in positive ways. This doesn't mean they're all going to be world leaders or famous heroes. A chosen one could be a teacher who inspires their students to dream big, or a nurse who brings comfort to people when they need it most. The key is that chosen ones have the potential to make a big difference, even in small ways. Being a chosen one isn't always easy. It's not like waking up one day with superpowers and suddenly knowing what to do. For most chosen ones, it's a journey of discovery. They might feel different or out of place for a long time before they realize why. This journey often involves learning to understand and use their unique gifts. It's about figuring out their place in the world and how they can best help others. And just like any journey, it can have its ups and downs. But for chosen ones, the challenges are all part of their growth and development. When chosen ones embrace their role, amazing things can happen. They have the power to inspire others, to bring about positive change, and to help shift the way people think and act. In a way, they're like ripples in a pond. Their actions might start small, but they can spread out and affect more and more people over time. Think about some of the great changemakers in history. People like Martin Luther King Jr., Mahatma Gandhi, or Marie Curie. These were people who saw the world differently and worked to make it better. While not everyone will have such a big impact, every chosen one has the potential to create positive change in their own way. Now, you might be wondering, how can I tell if I'm a chosen one? Well, there are certain signs that many chosen ones share. These aren't like physical traits you can see. They're more like feelings, experiences, and ways of thinking that set chosen ones apart. One common sign is feeling different from others, like you don't quite fit in with the crowd. This isn't about being unpopular or disliked. It's more of a sense that you see the world in a different way than most people do. You might find yourself questioning things that others take for granted, or feeling drawn to ideas and topics that your friends don't seem interested in. Another sign is having a strong sense of purpose, even if you're not sure what that purpose is yet. Many chosen ones feel like they're meant to do something important with their lives. This feeling can be both exciting and frustrating, especially if you're not sure what your purpose is supposed to be. Chosen ones often have a deep sense of empathy, too. They might find themselves strongly affected by other people's emotions, or feel a strong urge to help those in need. This empathy can be a powerful force for good, but it can also be overwhelming at times. Many chosen ones have a strong intuition. This means they often have gut feelings about things that turn out to be right. They might sense when something is wrong or have a feeling about what's going to happen before it does. This intuition can be a powerful tool, helping chosen ones navigate through life and make good decisions. Along with intuition, chosen ones are often highly sensitive. This doesn't mean they're easily upset. Instead, it means they're very aware of their surroundings. They might notice small details that others miss, or be more affected by things like loud noises or strong smells. This sensitivity can make them great at understanding situations and people, but it can also be tiring to constantly take in so much information. Vivid dreams or visions are another common experience for chosen ones. These dreams might feel more real or meaningful than regular dreams. Some chosen ones report having dreams that seem to predict future events or provide important messages. Visions might come in the form of sudden flashes of insight or understanding. It's like pieces of a puzzle suddenly fitting together, revealing a bigger picture. These experiences can be confusing or even scary at first, but many chosen ones learn to see them as valuable guides on their journey. Many chosen ones feel a strong connection to nature. They might feel most at peace when they're outdoors or have a deep concern for the environment. This connection often goes beyond just enjoying nature. It's more like feeling a part of nature, understanding its rhythms and cycles on a deep level. Some chosen ones report feeling energy from plants or animals, or being able to communicate with nature in some way. While this might sound strange to some people, for chosen ones, it's just part of how they experience the world. Another trait that many chosen ones share is a natural ability to heal. This doesn't necessarily mean they can cure diseases with a touch. It's often more subtle than that. They might be the person that others naturally turn to when they're feeling down. Their presence might have a calming effect on people, or they might give advice that really helps others feel better. Some chosen ones do develop more direct healing abilities. They might be drawn to careers in healthcare or alternative medicine. Others might find they have a knack for energy healing practices like Reiki. Whatever form it takes, this ability to help others heal and feel better is a common trait among chosen ones. Chosen ones often experience a lot of synchronicities in their lives. These are meaningful coincidences that seem too perfect to be random chance. It might be thinking of an old friend and then running into them unexpectedly, or it could be coming across exactly the right information at just the moment you need it. For chosen ones, these synchronicities often feel like signs or guidance from the universe. They might see certain numbers repeatedly, like 1111 on clocks, or they might keep encountering the same symbols or themes in different parts of their life. While others might brush these off as mere coincidences, chosen ones often see them as important clues on their path. Now, being a chosen one isn't all about special abilities and meaningful coincidences. It comes with its own set of challenges too. One of the biggest challenges is often feeling isolated or misunderstood. When you see the world differently from most people, it can be hard to explain your experiences to others. Chosen ones might struggle to find people who truly understand them. They might feel lonely even when they're surrounded by friends and family. This feeling of being different can be tough to deal with, especially when you're young and trying to fit in. Another challenge is the weight of responsibility that comes with being a chosen one. Feeling like you have an important purpose can be exciting, but it can also be scary. What if you make a mistake? What if you can't figure out what your purpose is supposed to be? These worries can cause a lot of stress and anxiety for chosen ones. The sensitivity that chosen ones often have can be challenging to manage. Being so aware of everything around you can be exhausting. Chosen ones might find themselves easily overwhelmed in crowded or noisy places. They might absorb other people's emotions, which can be draining if those emotions are negative. Learning to manage this sensitivity is often a big part of a chosen one's journey. It involves figuring out how to protect yourself from taking on too much, while still staying open to the insights this sensitivity can bring. Chosen ones often feel a lot of pressure to live up to their potential. They might worry that they're not doing enough, or that they're not making a big enough difference in the world. This pressure can come from within, but it can also come from others who recognize their special qualities and expect great things from them. Balancing this sense of potential with the realities of everyday life can be tricky. Chosen ones might struggle with feeling like they should be doing more, even when they're already working hard and doing their best. Another challenge that many chosen ones face is doubt. It's not always easy to believe that you're special or that you have an important purpose. Chosen ones might go through periods of questioning themselves and their experiences. They might wonder if they're just imagining things or if they're somehow deceiving themselves. This doubt can be especially strong in societies that don't readily accept spiritual or metaphysical ideas. Chosen ones might feel pressure to ignore or dismiss their experiences in order to fit in with what's considered normal or rational. One of the biggest challenges and opportunities for chosen ones is the journey of self-discovery. Figuring out who you are, what your gifts are, and how you're meant to use them can be a lifelong process. It often involves a lot of soul-searching, trial and error, and personal growth. This journey can be exciting and rewarding, but it can also be frustrating and confusing at times. Chosen ones might feel like they're constantly searching for answers or trying to understand themselves better. While this journey can lead to incredible personal growth, it can also be tiring and sometimes lonely. If you've recognized some of these signs and challenges in yourself, you might be wondering what to do next. How do you embrace your role as a chosen one? Well, the first step is often simply acknowledging and accepting that you might be different in this special way. This doesn't mean you have to tell everyone or make a big announcement. It's more about accepting yourself and your experiences. It's about saying to yourself, okay, maybe I am a chosen one, and that's okay. Once you've accepted this possibility, you can start to explore what it means for you. Remember, being a chosen one doesn't look the same for everyone. Your path and purpose will be unique to you. The key is to stay open to your experiences and to trust your intuition as you figure things out. Part of embracing your role as a chosen one is developing your unique gifts. This might involve learning more about spiritual or metaphysical topics that interest you. It could mean practicing meditation or other techniques to enhance your intuition. Or it might involve pursuing education or training in areas where you feel drawn to make a difference. The important thing is to approach this development with patience and self-compassion. You don't have to have everything figured out right away. It's okay to take your time and explore different paths until you find what feels right for you. While being a chosen one can sometimes feel isolating, it's important to remember that you're not alone. There are others out there who share similar experiences and understanding. Connecting with these like-minded individuals can be incredibly validating and supportive. You might find these connections in spiritual or metaphysical groups, in online communities, or even among friends who are open to these ideas. Sharing your experiences with others who understand can help you feel less alone and can provide valuable insights and support on your journey. One of the most fulfilling aspects of being a chosen one is using your gifts to help others and make a positive difference in the world. This doesn't have to mean doing anything grand or dramatic. It can be as simple as being a compassionate listener for a friend in need, or using your intuition to offer guidance to someone who's struggling. As you become more comfortable with your role as a chosen one, you might find more and more opportunities to use your gifts in service of others. This could be through your career, through volunteer work, or simply in your everyday interactions with people. One important aspect of embracing your role as a chosen one is learning to balance the spiritual aspects of your life with the practical, everyday aspects. Being a chosen one doesn't mean you have to abandon your normal life or responsibilities. In fact, part of the challenge and the beauty of being a chosen one is learning to integrate your spiritual insights and abilities into your everyday life. This might mean finding ways to use your intuition in your job or applying your empathy to improve your relationships. It could involve using your connection with nature to advocate for environmental causes or channeling your healing abilities into a career in healthcare or counseling. The key is to find ways to honor both the spiritual and practical aspects of your life, recognizing that they're both important parts of who you are as a chosen one. Perhaps one of the most important things to remember as you embrace your role as a chosen one is to trust the process. Your journey as a chosen one is unique to you, and it will unfold in its own time and in its own way. There might be times when you feel confused or unsure about your path. You might have periods where you question everything or where you feel like you're not making progress. These moments are normal and are often important parts of your growth and development as a chosen one. During these times, it can help to remind yourself that you're exactly where you need to be. Trust that your experiences, even the challenging ones, are helping you learn and grow. Trust that you're being guided, even when the path isn't clear. Embracing your role as a chosen one isn't a one-time event. It's an ongoing journey of growth, discovery, and service. As you continue on this path, you'll likely find that your understanding of yourself and your purpose continues to evolve and deepen. You might discover new abilities or insights. You might find your purpose shifting or expanding over time. This is all part of the journey. The key is to stay open, to keep learning, and to continue using your gifts in ways that feel authentic and meaningful to you. Remember, being a chosen one isn't about being perfect or having all the answers. It's about being willing to embrace your unique path, to use your gifts to help others, and to play your part in making the world a better place. It's a journey that can be challenging at times, but it's also one that can bring incredible joy, fulfillment, and a deep sense of purpose. So, if you've been feeling different, if you've been experiencing some of the signs we've talked about, consider the possibility that you might be a chosen one. Embrace your uniqueness, explore your gifts, and trust in your journey. The world needs the special light that only you can bring. You are more special than you know, and your journey as a chosen one is just beginning. The hidden knowledge, how they recognize chosen ones. You might be wondering, who are they, and how do they know who the chosen ones are? Well, they can refer to different things depending on your beliefs. For some, they might be spiritual guides or higher beings. For others, they could mean the universe itself or a higher consciousness. No matter how you see it, the idea is that there's a force out there that recognizes chosen ones. But how do they recognize chosen ones? It's not like there's a big flashing sign above your head saying, "Chosen one here." Instead, it's more like they can sense the unique energy or vibration that chosen ones give off. Think of it like a special glow that only certain beings can see. One way that chosen ones are recognized is through their strong connection to the universe. This connection often shows up as a deep understanding of how everything is linked together. Chosen ones might see patterns and connections that others miss. They might have a sense of the bigger picture, even when they're dealing with small, everyday things. This connection can also show up as a strong sense of intuition or knowing. Chosen ones often have gut feelings or sudden insights that turn out to be right. It's like they're tapping into a source of knowledge that goes beyond what we can see or touch. Another way that chosen ones are recognized is through their energy. This isn't something you can measure with a machine. It's more of a feeling or a presence that chosen ones give off. Some people might describe it as a warmth or a light that seems to come from within. This energy often attracts others. You might notice that people are drawn to you, even if they're not sure why. Animals might be especially attracted to you. This is because they can sense your special energy more easily than most humans can. They also recognize chosen ones through signs and synchronicities. These are meaningful coincidences that seem to happen more often to chosen ones. It might be seeing the same number over and over, like 1111 on clocks. Or it could be running into exactly the right person at exactly the right time. These signs and synchronicities are like little nods from the universe, saying, "We see you, we recognize you." They're ways of guiding chosen ones and confirming their special role. Being a chosen one isn't always easy. In fact, it often comes with its own set of challenges. These challenges aren't meant to make life hard for chosen ones. Instead, they're often seen as tests or opportunities for growth. Let's look at some of the common challenges that chosen ones might face. One of the biggest challenges for many chosen ones is feeling different from everyone else. You might feel like you don't quite fit in, no matter how hard you try. This can be especially tough when you're young and trying to figure out who you are. Chosen ones often see the world differently from others. You might notice things that other people seem to miss, or care deeply about issues that others don't seem to think much about. This can make it hard to connect with others sometimes. You might feel like no one really understands you or sees the world the way you do. Another challenge that chosen ones often face is feeling a heavy sense of responsibility. When you realize that you have a special purpose or role to play, it can feel like a lot of pressure. You might worry about making mistakes or not living up to your potential. This sense of responsibility can be both a blessing and a burden. On one hand, it can give you a strong sense of purpose and drive. On the other hand, it can sometimes feel overwhelming, like the weight of the world is on your shoulders. Many chosen ones are highly sensitive people. This means you might be more affected by things like loud noises, bright lights, or strong emotions. You might pick up on other people's feelings easily, which can be draining if those feelings are negative. While this sensitivity can be a gift, allowing you to understand and help others in deep ways, it can also be challenging. You might find yourself feeling overwhelmed in crowded or noisy places. You might need more time alone to recharge than other people do. In a world that often values scientific proof over intuition and spiritual experiences, chosen ones can face a lot of skepticism. You might have experiences or insights that are hard to explain to others. Some people might not believe you or might think you're imagining things. This skepticism can be tough to deal with. You might start to doubt yourself or your experiences. You might feel pressure to ignore or hide parts of who you are in order to fit in or be taken seriously. One of the biggest challenges for chosen ones is the ongoing journey of self-discovery. Figuring out who you are, what your gifts are, and how you're meant to use them can be a lifelong process. It often involves a lot of soul-searching, trial and error, and personal growth. This journey can be exciting and rewarding, but it can also be frustrating and confusing at times. You might feel like you're constantly searching for answers or trying to understand yourself better. While this journey can lead to incredible personal growth, it can also be tiring and sometimes lonely. Another challenge for chosen ones is finding a balance between the spiritual aspects of their lives and the practical, everyday aspects. You might feel torn between following your spiritual path and meeting the expectations of the regular world. This can show up in various ways. You might struggle to find a career that aligns with your spiritual values. You might find it hard to explain your beliefs or experiences to family members who don't share them. Or you might simply find it challenging to make time for spiritual practices while juggling work, family, and other responsibilities. Despite these challenges, being a chosen one is a unique and powerful role. Embracing this role can lead to a life filled with purpose, growth, and the ability to make a real difference in the world. So how can you start to embrace your role as a chosen one? The first step in embracing your role as a chosen one is accepting that you are unique. This means acknowledging and accepting all parts of yourself, even the parts that might seem strange or different. Remember, the things that make you different are often the very things that make you special. Accepting your uniqueness doesn't mean you have to shout it from the rooftops or try to prove it to anyone. It's more about making peace with who you are and allowing yourself to be that person fully. As a chosen one, you likely have special gifts or abilities. These might be things like strong intuition, empathy, healing abilities, or a deep connection with nature. Embracing your role means taking the time to develop and understand these gifts. This might involve learning more about spiritual or metaphysical topics. It could mean practicing meditation or other techniques to enhance your intuition. Or it might involve pursuing education or training in areas where you feel drawn to make a difference. Remember, developing your gifts is a process. Be patient with yourself and enjoy the journey of discovery. One of the most important aspects of embracing your role as a chosen one is learning to trust your inner guidance. This means listening to your intuition, paying attention to your dreams and visions, and following the signs and synchronicities that show up in your life. At first, this might feel scary or uncertain. You might worry about making mistakes or going down the wrong path. But as you practice trusting your inner guidance, you'll likely find that it becomes easier and more natural over time. While being a chosen one can sometimes feel isolating, it's important to remember that you're not alone. There are others out there who share similar experiences and understanding. Connecting with these like-minded individuals can be incredibly validating and supportive. You might find these connections in spiritual or metaphysical groups, in online communities, or even among friends who are open to these ideas. Sharing your experiences with others who understand can help you feel less alone and can provide valuable insights and support on your journey. One of the most fulfilling aspects of being a chosen one is using your gifts to help others and make a positive difference in the world. This doesn't have to mean doing anything grand or dramatic. It can be as simple as being a compassionate listener for a friend in need, or using your intuition to offer guidance to someone who's struggling. As you become more comfortable with your role as a chosen one, you might find more and more opportunities to use your gifts in service of others. This could be through your career, through volunteer work, or simply in your everyday interactions with people. Connecting with other chosen ones. When you start to realize you might be a chosen one, it's natural to want to connect with others who share similar experiences. Finding your tribe, so to speak, can be a powerful and validating experience. It can help you feel less alone and provide you with support and understanding as you navigate your unique path. There's something truly special about connecting with other chosen ones. It's like finally finding people who speak your language, who understand the world in the way you do. These connections can help you feel validated in your experiences and can provide a safe space to explore and develop your gifts. In a community of chosen ones, you might find mentors who can guide you on your path. You might also have the opportunity to be a mentor to others who are just starting to recognize their role as chosen ones. This give and take of support and wisdom can be incredibly enriching. So where can you find other chosen ones? In today's connected world, there are many ways to reach out and find like-minded individuals. Here are a few ideas. Online communities. There are many online forums, social media groups, and websites dedicated to spiritual topics and personal growth. These can be great places to connect with others who might be on a similar path. Local meetups. Look for spiritual or metaphysical groups in your area. These might include meditation groups, yoga classes, or workshops on topics like energy healing or intuitive development. Spiritual centers. Many cities have spiritual or holistic centers that offer classes, workshops, and events. These can be great places to meet others who are interested in spiritual growth. Retreats and conferences. Attending retreats or conferences focused on spiritual topics can be a powerful way to connect with others. These events often attract people from all over who are interested in personal and spiritual development. When you do start to connect with other chosen ones, it's important to approach these relationships with openness and respect. Remember that everyone's path is unique, even among chosen ones. Be open to learning from others' experiences and perspectives, while also honoring your own journey. It's also important to use discernment in your connections. Trust your intuition about who feels right to connect with. Not everyone who claims to be spiritually advanced or a chosen one will necessarily be a positive influence in your life. Connecting with other chosen ones can bring many benefits to your life. It can provide you with a sense of belonging and understanding that you might not find elsewhere. It can offer opportunities for growth and learning as you share experiences and insights with others. These connections can also help you stay grounded and balanced. When you're dealing with the challenges of being a chosen one, having others who understand what you're going through can be incredibly comforting and supportive. Remember, though, that while connections with other chosen ones can be powerful and important, it's also valuable to maintain relationships with a diverse group of people. Your unique perspective as a chosen one can be a gift to all kinds of people, not just those who identify as spiritually awakened. As we wrap up our exploration of chosen ones, it's important to remember that being a chosen one is not about being better than others. It's about having a unique role to play in the world, a special purpose that only you can fulfill. Recognizing yourself as a chosen one is just the beginning of an incredible journey. It's a journey of self-discovery, of learning to trust your intuition, of developing your unique gifts, and of finding ways to use those gifts to make a positive difference in the world. Yes, this journey can be challenging at times. You might face moments of doubt, periods of feeling misunderstood or alone, and the weight of responsibility that comes with knowing you have an important role to play. But remember, these challenges are not obstacles to your path. They are part of your path. Each challenge you face is an opportunity for growth, for deepening your understanding of yourself and your purpose. As you move forward on your journey as a chosen one, here are a few key things to keep in mind. Trust yourself. Your intuition, your inner guidance, is one of your greatest tools. Learn to listen to it and trust it, even when it doesn't make logical sense. Embrace your uniqueness. The things that make you different are often your greatest strengths. Don't try to fit in or be like everyone else. Embrace your unique qualities and perspective. Develop your gifts. Take time to explore and develop your unique gifts. Whether it's through study, practice, or simply paying attention to your experiences, continue to deepen your understanding of your abilities. Connect with others. While your path is unique, you're not alone. Seek out connections with others who understand and support your journey. Use your gifts to help others. One of the most fulfilling aspects of being a chosen one is using your gifts to make a positive difference in the world. Look for ways, big and small, to use your unique abilities to help others. Be patient with yourself. Remember, this is a lifelong journey. You don't have to have everything figured out right away. Be patient with yourself as you grow and learn. Stay grounded. While exploring spiritual realms and developing your gifts is important, don't forget to stay grounded in the physical world. Take care of your physical health, maintain healthy relationships, and engage with the world around you. As you continue on your path as a chosen one, know that you are part of something bigger than yourself. Your presence in the world, your unique energy and gifts are important. The world needs what only you can bring. So embrace your role as a chosen one. Trust in your journey. And remember, you are more special and more powerful than you know. The world is waiting for the unique light that only you can shine. Your journey as a chosen one is just beginning, and it's going to be an amazing adventure.